Alright, welcome back to another show. You have found the Burglar Report, your number one source for news, politics, and guys wearing basketball shorts. I am, of course, I'm your one and only host, Dave of the Steppenwolves. And, we're just covering some news. That's what I like to do. So, let's get right into it. Trump train, still rolling fucking deep. He's not out of the game yet. That's what I like to cover. I cover that a lot. A couple times a week, I cover Trump's election news. That's actually what got me back into the mix. I was like, this all this fucking election news the left isn't covering. Tired of seeing this bullshit. Fuck Fox News. I'm gonna say what I want to say. Mostly. I'm gonna say what I learned from other people, and then throw my own thoughts in there. So here we go. Big news of the day. Tides are turning. Kind of. The FBI is finally talking about launching an investigation into election fraud. Could be good news. I don't know. The deep state doesn't really like Donald Trump. So it could be more fucking song and dance like the rest of the shit. But the fact that it's being talked about, it's kind of like, okay. Giving Trump a little more cred. He's up there. The vote's 100% stolen, whatever. I do a terrible Trump impression. He's up there saying his thing, doing his thing. Trump's very abrasive. Kind of pushed me away for a long time. Already said before. I like the guy now. But the fact that the FBI is talking about it, it's more or less good news. Tides are turning in that respect. And you got a mainstream politician, Rand Paul. Now, I like Rand Paul. He's one of the few good ones out there. His father, Ron Paul, they stole his shit fucking every which way from Sunday. Republican Party pushed him out. He got cheated. I think it was back in 2012 when he was running for president. Ron Paul is a fucking political genius. If you're really into politics and you got some free time, go on to C-SPAN, look at some Ron Paul videos. You'll just be floored. The guy just makes total fucking sense. Knows exactly what we're talking about. Highly intelligent, highly fucking eloquent, elegant. I don't know, but man's very well spoken. Not like all these. Has nothing to do with all these, this party politics, this bipartisan bullshit. He stays out of that completely. He has great foreign policy. His voting record is impeccable. But enough jerking off Ron Paul. This like Rand Paul is also very principled. And he, threw a tweet out there. Looks like there's some shenanigans with his voter fraud nonsense. But he's kind of played the middle on the fence, like just kind of throwing it out there. You got to go look into it for yourselves, which is what I say. Think for yourselves. Take your fucking power back. So that kind of tickled my fancy a little bit. So those are some good things. Other shit going on. Georgia doing the recount, and the Dominion server fucking crashed, or the fucking machine. So the people want to just wipe the machines. No? You don't fucking wipe voting machines in the most highly contested election ever, probably. And a judge had to put a freaking order on it, because why would state officials want to wipe these voting machines? Unless there was something to hide. Unless there was fraud. I don't know. Pretty weird. And it's also coming out in Georgia. Apparently they had some 7,100,000 mail-in ballots come in that went out. You gotta explain that one to me. You gotta tell me how they did that. How you mail out X amount of ballots and get about 700,000 more than you mailed out from voters. And it's showing in different counties where you had precincts with 700+% turnout. This is what fucks me up. The left is just saying nothing about this. There's nothing about. Because it's all about framing for them. There's, they're talking about voter fraud. No, there's no, because obviously, clearly, in legal terms, fraud has to be proven in court, or and as applied to this election, and that hasn't been yet. But we're talking about evidence here. There's ample evidence. I've said before, there's hundreds of sworn affidavits. Okay, that doesn't mean there's fraud, but that means that something needs to be investigated. That's evidence of fraud. And you have all these mathematical anomalies put out by I don't know how many people are talking about, okay, this doesn't make any sense. And, you know, you have this recent discovery in Georgia. All kinds of extra ballots just keep rolling on in. And they have fucking ballots everywhere. They're just pristine, look like they're done on a computer. I don't know. But, you know, they were certified. The shit got certified in Georgia. Shit got certified in Pennsylvania. And I believe today was the last day for the government to meet in Pennsylvania, so there's not going to be any type of recourse or any action to appoint state electors or do something to amend the Constitution or any. So it's you know, with the upside, there's a downside. You know, you got the tides turning a little bit, but then shit's getting certified. Shit got certified already in Arizona. The governor said he wasn't going to certify if there's any type of legislation or any type of appeals or anything. Court nonsense going on with the election. And there wasn't today. Certify the votes. So what does that mean for Trump? If these states are certifying, does it mean he is going to lose? Maybe. I don't know. Maybe that's not the play. Maybe his play is fucking even longer shot. Because he's been... I mean, there's another fucking meeting with Giuliani today. In another hotel for some reason. There was one in Pennsylvania in a hotel. Now he's meeting with state representatives in another hotel in Phoenix, Arizona. And essentially they're just lobbying or appealing to the state legislator to, hey, you know, side with Trump. There's obviously ample evidence of voter fraud, which there is. When you get out there, you appoint your state electors and give to Trump. That seems like an even longer shot for sure. It's really it's all crazy. You know, I don't put it past that he's not gonna win, because I do believe he's gonna win. But it all seems so fucking weird. This is what's getting to me. It just all seems so weird. You look at Giuliani and you see him up there, and he just seems to have lost his touch. You had the last, you know, his last media event where he had hair, you know, whatever, streaking down his sides. Trump spouts off everything he can, which is, like I said, I like it now. And I don't even know what to think. I've been left speechless countless times, and we're just learning all this. And the whole thing is at a hotel. Why not at like an official courthouse or a state fucking house or something to make it where people can be sworn to tell the truth or put under oath or some kind of, I don't know, something to make it official. I don't know shit about I don't know shit about that deep in politics, but or as far as the federal procedures, court procedures, whatever. So I don't know. But if the states are certified, I think his last fucking shot is the Supreme Court. And if not, I do believe, because the deadline's the 14th where they cast their votes, and then the 6th is when the votes are counted by Congress. And if I'm not mistaken, Republican representatives or state legislator can object to the count, and it can still be blocked. And if you get enough states to be blocked, we've already been over this, then Biden won't freaking get the 270 that he needs, and then it goes to contingent election. That's exhausting. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. It goes up and goes down, left and right. Who even knows? But the fucking voter fraud is there. The evidence is there. I mean, I already knew that the voter fraud was there. I mean, knew in my head. Obviously, you need the evidence. It needs to be proven, you know, in the court. But, I mean, Bev Harris. Look it up. Or look her up. She wrote a book about black box voting. Talked about, she found like some 40,000 voting machine something on the web. Voting machine like files. And it was all proof that it was all a fraud back in, I think that was back in during the Bush Gore fucking election, or the second one, was it? Who was against? I don't know. Whatever. Look her up. Evidence of electronic voting machines failing and flipping votes is. This is from 20 years ago. Okay, we're in 2020. This is like 2000, 2004. 20, 16 years ago, whatever. Bev Harris. Black box voting. Interesting stuff to say the least. So when I learned about that, you know, you kind of expect it. And this election is not disappointing. And you mean just the fact that Biden got what, 10, 11 million more votes than Obama? Get the fuck out of here with that shit. I mean, Trump jumped up 11 million votes, and then Biden did the same thing somehow. But with his stuff, you have all these mathematical impossibilities and all these anomalies. For a man that didn't campaign at all, I mean, what, he came out once a week, made a few appearances, twice a month, where you have like 6 people there, and they're all fucking coned off in circles, and I don't know. I mean, nobody will fucking want a Biden. And, you know, new polls are coming out to where only like 40% of the people support him. So you have all the Trump supporters that don't support Biden. And you have the rest of the fucking Democratic Party that doesn't support Biden. Other than, you know, 40-50%. That's like 100 million people that don't fucking like Biden. Nobody wanted the guy. You see all the cabinets and shit that he's appointing. All establishment fucking garbage. And, you know, and then he's pandering to the fucking minorities, or he's pandering to the leftist fucking woke crew that, oh, this new cabinet's like all women. Oh, so nice. I am against affirmative action. I like equality. That's a little bit of socialism I do like. Gotta help people get a good starting point. But when you start doing affirmative action, when you start doing equality of outcome, where the best person doesn't get the job, fuck off. There's so many people that are so, I mean, clearly, way fucking smarter than I am. But should I get some fucking fancy job because I'm Hispanic? No. I don't want the job given to me because I'm Hispanic. I feel like I didn't earn it. I feel like a fraud, like a piece of shit. And I'm not with any of that shit. I'm not with any of this woke fucking nonsense. But they're out there pandering and, oh, this is gonna be historical. Oh, for women. Oh, great, good for women. Okay, but what about the women that are smarter, 10 times fucking smarter than half the women on that board, and they see like these people that are being nominated, and like, no, those are just fucking establishment pieces of shit. But it's all being swept under the rug. Nobody wants Biden, and the progressives are pissed at Biden for doing all this. He's got big oil fucking lobbyists or CEOs or whatever heading off his environmental advisory board, and oh yeah, sure, that makes a lot of fucking sense. The Democratic Party's on its last leg. I don't see how they can survive this next election if Trump loses. Because if Trump stays in, they'll have a common enemy. But if Trump loses, the Democratic Party's gonna be split over Biden. Nobody fucking wants Biden. And what's her name? Fucking Kamala Harris is the same shit. Nobody wanted her to begin with. Tulsi shut her ass out early in the Democratic debates. I would have voted for Tulsi all day, every day. Tulsi or Yang, give me a good candidate. I would have voted for them. But Democratic Party fucked up again. Just like they stole the election from Bernie, gave it to Hillary. Bernie would have won. Bernie would have beat Trump. But whatever. We got Trump now, and they're pushing him out because he's not establishment. You got the left and the right working together. They're one fucking party, essentially. The left is the head of the progressive movement, and the Republicans just sit there and thumb up their ass and don't do shit. Talking about the rhinos, the idiots that just want to stay in power and keep their fucking money rolling in. That's not what this country needs. And everybody's waking up. Trump exposes all kinds of shit. God bless him. So hopefully it keeps rolling, and Trump train keeps rolling, baby. And we can get him, or he gets back in office, or stays in office, whatever it is. But it's gonna be rough. It's gonna be rough if he wins this, and leftist media ain't saying shit. So many people are gonna be losing their fucking minds. That's gonna be sad, and it's gonna be crazy. What are we gonna do? I'm doing what I can. I'm fucking sitting here with a ski mask, making some weird videos. But if you're still here, like and subscribe. Follow me on my Twitch channel, Burger Report. We got some good conversations on the weekend. And I will see you tomorrow.